The backbone of blues and rock guitar is the pentatonic scale. If you want to play musical phrases within the pentatonic scale, this will be 10 minutes well spent. So the first scale I learned was the A minor pentatonic scale, root note in the 5th fret of the E string, the low E string. And as I quickly found out, this scale by itself is not musical. This is just some structure, some available notes that we can choose to play over a chord progression. Let's get this pentatonic scale to sound musical. Just a few quick things we need to do. And this useful advice would have saved me years of just playing up and down the scale trying to feel it. So if we look at the root notes, the home bass notes of this scale, and I have them colored in red on the diagram, most of you probably know them, some of you might not. They are very important because you can build phrases around those home bass notes. The next thing I wish I would have done is limit myself to the notes, maybe 4 or 5 notes around the root note, the home bass note, because for me, I really struggled getting the scale to sound musical because I just played it like this and practiced it. Played every note up and down. This is not music. So if you when you pick up the guitar, if you play the pentatonic scale, it sounds like that, stop it today. Get a handle on simple phrases within the scale. That's how our guitar heroes do it. So just a quick little groove in A, nice little vibe here. We hit the root here, 7th fret of the D string. Fun stuff. I have a lot more things I could play there, but that is fun. We're resolving to the root in that scale so we have a confident way, a place to go. Another thing that all pro guitar players do is add the blue note. So we're going to look at the A blues scale. It's just the A minor pentatonic adding this blue note. Really dissonant note that really, if you use it as a quick passing tone or a slight bend like I like to do, so in the 7th fret of the G string, we can just bend it a half step up and then back down. 5, back to the root, 7th fret of the D string. That little lick, that phrase can be a foundation for a solo. Walking back down the scale. 7/5 on the D, 7/5 on the A, 8/5 on the E string. Then back to 7 on the D string, that A note. Starting on the A root, walking down and then ending on the same note. You can link that type of phrase together. It's good to leave some space in between these little phrases. Get out of the habit of playing every note in the scale. They're all available to play using that blue note, and it's a bluesy sound. Rock and blues players use it all the time. So that slight bend on 7 of the G string and hitting that E note in the 5th fret of the B string, and then you can walk down using that blue note, 8, 7, 5 on the G and the 7th fret on the D string for that ending root note. You can extract with that few notes there, you can really dig in and just create some great phrases right there, walking down using the blue note. That is just a great phrase. If you use those two phrases together, fun stuff. I hope you're getting this and getting some of this in your brain, in your ear, because this home bass note is your best friend in many blues and rock situations. Obviously, you can resolve to other notes. That's for another lesson. This is to get you started to flow up and down the scale and have it sound musical. Create those small phrases. Just within that A blues scale and the A minor pentatonic, this is fun stuff. So now let's take this simple concept and just go up and down the fretboard a little bit, expanding, not necessarily looking at the full scale patterns or other positions, but just using little extensions. And I do it this way all the time. So that last note on the 5th fret is an A note, but the previous position uses this little box here. 3, 5, 3, 5. And then you slide back into that first position. You can go right from there, and then actually as you come up, where this position leaves off, in the 8th fret of the first position A minor pentatonic, you can, this 8th fret, this little bar, there's another box 2 frets up, 10, 8, 10, 8, and then 9 on the G string. And then you're back to that first position. And you could use that blue note right there. It would be called the extended blues scale, A blues scale, but I just use little pieces and look at little box shapes with the root note. As the title says, this is some highly useful advice for a beginner intermediate player that's trying to solo. Let me know if you got something from the lesson, and let's talk soon.